It's a very short video which I am sending you on salt hydrolysis. Suppose in your paper or in your board exam, potassium nitrate, okay, it's a salt. We know that, we know this thing very well, that it is a salt. One part of the salt, which is a positive part, has come from base, and the later part, the next part, has come from acid, right? So what you need to know when you are going to dissolve salt in water, what will be the nature of that solution. Okay, so here this is K, okay, and K means potassium. Just split it in a rough manner and write potassium hydroxide. Okay, this is nitrate. Nitrate has come from what? It has come from nitric acid, so HNO3. Now you know that KOH is a strong base. This thing you need to know, that KOH is a strong base and HNO3, which is nitric acid, is a strong acid, and the resultant solution will be what? It will be neutral. Okay, will neutralize each other. Okay, this is the first example. Another example, aluminium chloride, AlCl3. Aluminium, we know, is a metallic part. Okay, it has come from base. So what you can do, you can write aluminium hydroxide, AlOH thrice, or aluminium oxide also. So whatever you may want to write, aluminium hydroxide, suppose you have written, and this is the chloride. Okay, so it has come from what? It has come from acid, which is what? HCl. HCl is hydrochloric acid. Now let's come to the nature of acid and base. If you are going to dissolve it, what it will result into? It will result into aluminium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid. Now hydrochloric acid is a strong acid, whereas aluminium hydroxide is a weak base. Resultant solution will be what? Strong acid, obviously it will neutralize the effect of base, and the resultant solution will be acidic, somewhat acidic. So acidic solution in this case. Okay, acidic solution, because it is a weak base, it can be easily neutralized by HCl, right? Now third example is of I am taking sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. Why it is important? Because it has come in many activities, so you should know the nature of this salt also, right? So you are going to dissolve, when you will dissolve Na2CO3 in water, what will happen? The same thing, ऐसे split करना है, and what you will write? NaOH. Metallic part के आगे आपको क्या ऐड करना है? You have to add hydroxide. Okay, and in the non-metallic part, which you have to add H. Okay, you can satisfy valency, and you know when this is carbonate, it means that हम carbonic acid की बात कर रहे हैं अभी, H2CO3, right? So NaOH, we know that NaOH is a strong base, whereas H2CO3 is what? Is a weak acid. Resultant solution कैसा होगा? It will be basic solution. Okay, it will be a basic solution. So that is what I want to explain you in your class salt hydrolysis. अगर आपसे इसका just reverse पूछ लिया जाए, या तो nature, या फिर आपसे ये पूछा जाए कि what will be the parent acid or parent base, again you have to do the same thing. For knowing the parent acid or parent base, what you need to know कि metallic part में आप OH लगाना है, and non-metallic part में आपको acidic part like HNO3, ठीक है, nitrate से nitric acid, chloride से hydrochloric acid, carbonate carbonic acid. If there will be, say, sodium sulfate, Na2SO4, so sulfuric acid, इसको भी ऐसे split करना है, and you will be able to know the name of parent acid as well as parent base. This is a parent base, and H2SO4 is H2SO4. It has come from H2SO4. So this is the parent acid. The nature of the salt will be what? It will be again neutral. कैसा होगा? Neutral होगा. pH will be nearly equal to 7. Here also it will be nearly equal to 7. इसमें अगर आपसे pH के context में पूछा जाए, pH will be less than 7. Right? In this case, in case of sodium carbonate, pH will be greater than 7. That is all. That was I was trying to explain you.